What's up, everybody? American Joe here. So check it out, right? Just watching like current events and shit that's going on, the Iran situation, the Venezuela situation. Now, from my understanding, Venezuela was a major supplier of oil to Russia, and China bought 90% of Iran's oil. So if we are now, in control of Venezuela, and we're kicking it off with Iran, we're gonna disrupt the oil supply to two of our largest geopolitical rivals, right? Russia and China. So that's gonna cause a conflict of the oil supply line for both nations. Now, we already declared support for Ukraine, sending ammunitions and teams to Ukraine, billions of fucking dollars. But now we're hitting it off with Iran, which, if you don't remember, we spent 20 years there fighting the GWOT, Global War on Terrorism, and Joe Biden fucked up our withdrawal, leaving millions of dollars of our weapons and ammunition, right? Leaving our bases already built. So the Taliban, ISIS, Hezbollah, they all been training at our bases with all of our gear. So they technically look like us now. They were putting up a fight using fucking bed sheets and rusty AK-47s and sandals, okay? These people have been fighting for years, generations, whole entire families are warriors. They're not going to stop anytime soon. Iran is located directly between Iraq and Afghanistan, right? Two terror nations, right? They support terrorism. I mean, fucking Taliban is their legal government, and they literally live under Sharia law, but we didn't lose thousands of fucking troops over there. And on top of it, we've been sending $40 to $80 million a week in funding in US dollars to the Taliban for killing their soldiers during the GWOT. So they are well funded and well armed for a geopolitical issue, right? So our boys, our military, are going to be smack dab surrounded by terror groups on two sides. Yes, Saudi Arabia is behind. It's a little bit to the southwest of Iran. Now, the Saudis, the Crown Prince, obviously an ally of the United States, but we don't know how deep that goes, right? Muslim nations are Muslim nations. You never know what you can trust or not trust with them. So, the geopolitical strife, it's kicking off, and it's not going to be 3 to 4 weeks. I'll tell you that right now. They're not coming to an agreement or stopping this conflict in 3 to 4 weeks. I've heard predictions of 3 years, a minimum of 3 years. So it's intriguing to see what will happen within this time frame. The stock market seems to love it. Fucking stock market's on a rip. They're always going to revert back to the stock market. But why? Why now are we bombing Iran? We already fucked up their nuclear enrichment facility, right there, uranium enrichment facilities. Why now are we fucking them up? You always got to look for the why. Where is they'll give you a fucking reason, uranium enrichment bullshit, but it's usually a distraction from some other form of information that they don't want you to pay attention to. All right, you got to stay sharp. Iron sharpens iron. Peace.